we do here on Trending Thursday for any of you who are new. Trending Thursday is a way of going out to the news, the news spectrum to see what stocks are making news. And we then bring it into the VectorVest software. We analyze stocks and we help to corroborate the stories. If there are good opportunities to buy or good opportunities to get out if they're stocks that you own. So I see that Etsy's coming up in here. So we're going to talk a lot of these stocks that you're typing in the room are stocks that we're going to talk about today. So I try to stay hot and heavy on what's moving in the market. And Jennifer, if you're in the room, say hi to everybody. Jennifer is one of our social media people. She plays an integral role in helping me to find, excuse me, what stocks are moving by way of social media. So we try to look at a lot of different things in here. Doesn't look like she's here, but if she is, she'll say hi. If not, that's okay. Joey is here. Say hi, Joey. Hi. He's my right-hand man. He's my producer that helps me out, making sure that the stream goes well. So with that, no further ado, let's get right into the software. We're going to talk and spend a lot of time today in regards to what to do in the market right now. So as everybody knows, and yes, Paul, I'm really here. This is live. I'm live. This is not Memorex. I'm live. All right. The biggest thing is what to do in the market right now. A lot of people are nervous about the coronavirus. A lot of people have lost money in regards to the coronavirus as well. I am a big proponent as if you are a VectorVest subscriber, none of this should have caught you. None of this should have blindsided you. For anybody, oh my gosh, for anybody, I just realized you took that away from me. For anybody who's a brand new subscriber or you're not a subscriber to the software, you're in for a treat. So we're going to show you the power behind what the VectorVest software could have done for you. For those of you who are already subscribers, you should already know that the story of the coronavirus was something that we've been talking about here on Trending Thursday. I like to think that we stay on top of what's going on in the market to keep you ahead of the curve or in line with what's going on in the market. By the way, my name is Glenn Tompkins. I'm a senior instructor here at VectorVest. I didn't say that, and Joey didn't remind me to say that either. If you are also new here, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow the channel to 10,000 subscribers. Currently, we're at 9,200 and something. All right, so anyway, we need about 800 more subscriptions. If you're new here and you know people who are interested in the market and could get some information out of this, get them to go to our channel, the VectorVest channel, and subscribe. All right, now let's get into coronavirus has hurt the market and hurt the market a lot. Here's our homepage. From our homepage, you can glean a lot of great information. Here's our daily traffic light into the market. The color guard is bearish. VectorVest does not advocate buying any stocks at this time. Pretty straightforward. All right. Down below on the color guard, we have tracking 3 of our market timing indicators that you only find here in VectorVest. Price, which looks at the price movement of the VectorVest composite. The VectorVest composite is an indexed arithmetic average of all of the stocks that we track. We currently track 8,261 stocks in one indicator called the VVC. And we track its movement on both a week-over-week and day-over-day basis, and we assign colors to the movements according to what the indicator has done on a week-over-week and day-over-day movement. The price of the composite is red today because the price from last week fell on a week-over-week basis, and it has fallen on a day-over-day basis, red light. RT, this is an indicator that looks at the short-term price trend of the market. We're the only ones that have it. Is the market in an uptrend or not? Cast on a scale between 0 and 2, above 1, the market's in an uptrend. Below 1, the market's in a downtrend. But it also goes a step further. The higher above 1 it is, the faster in an uptrend the market is, and the more below 1 it is, the faster in a downtrend. Currently, we're at 0.81 based on a scale between 0 and 2. The market's definitely in a downtrend, and it's fallen on a week-over-week and day-over-day basis. We give it a red tile. The buy-to-sell ratio, we're the only people out there in this industry that look at the health of the market. because every stock in our database gets a buy, a sell, or a hold recommendation every single day. We look at the relationship of buy recommendations in the software divided by sell recommendations. Look at this. We have 3,805 sells, only 306 buys. Well, if the market is moving up, more stocks will get buy recommendations as the market moves higher. But as the market falls, less stocks will get buy recommendations, more stocks will get sell recommendations, thus letting us know that the market is showing signs of weakness. Now, there's another thing behind this BSR, or buy to sell ratio. When this indicator gets to a level of 0.20, the market is starting to look for a bottom. So for many of you who are saying, man, the market's going down, hey, I need to take advantage and buy stocks short. Oh, wait a minute, slow down. The market is at a level, because of how fast it's falling, the market is at a level where it's already starting to look for a bottom, and the lower below that value of 0.20 this goes, think about it as a rubber band. Here's 0.20, and if it goes lower, right now it's at 0.08, we're pulling the rubber band down further. When the market rebounds, because it's gone down so much, it's going to have the propensity to go up and fast. Next indicator, the MTI, which looks at the underlying trend of the market, looks at the price, the RT, and the buy to sell ratio in one indicator. This indicator lets us know when the market's looking for a bottom, when it gets to a value of 0.60, knowing that right now it's at 0.56. Below that value, the rubber band is in effect again. Notice that both indicators are pulling below the levels where the market is looking for a bottom. Preeminently or eminently, the market's going to rebound. Now, the thing is, I can't tell you when. How do I know when a market rebounds? Or when a bottom is found, when the market stops going down and it starts going up? So this week, if you are a subscriber, I am doing the special presentation, and I'm going to show you how to nail and pinpoint market turns. All right, so with that being said, make sure you join us this weekend for the special presentation. If you are new, I want you to understand that we are offering a special trial to the VectorVest software, 99 cents for 30 days, and you have up until Sunday to do it. Is that right? Yep, up until Sunday to do it. And Joey just put the link in there. If you are new and you have not had a software, you had a subscription to the software, click on that link. 99 cents for 30 days, and guess what? You will be able to get to watch the special presentation this week. So I'm going to take this a step further. We now see what's going on, a lot of red in our color guide. This is our traffic light into the market. This is our daily traffic light, but this is our traffic light into the market. More red than anything. Red means stop. When you get to a traffic light, unless you live in New Mexico where Joey's from, on red he still goes. Me in New York, we probably still go too. But normally when you see this much red in the market or in our color guard, it is not the time to buy stocks long. Let's take this a step further. I'm going to open up the market timing graph, and this is that look of the VectorVest composite now shown in candlesticks. I can clearly see when the market's moving up, when the market's moving down, and when the market's moving sideways. Why is this more important than looking at the Dow or the S&P or the NASDAQ? Remember, folks, this VectorVest composite tracks the movement of over 8,200 stocks. So we know that the market was rocking and rolling, bada boom, bada bing, bada bing, bada boom, and then this happened. How could we prepare you for this? Remember I told you that when the MTI gets to a level of 0.60, the market's looking for a bottom? Well, if you're new, how about when this same indicator, the MTI, gets to a level of 1.5 to 1.6, the market is looking for a top. So how about this pullback right here as a VectorVest subscriber? We let you know that the market was looking for a top. What did the market do? Boom. It fell. Knowing this information teaches you to tighten the stops on the stocks that you own. So for anybody who's out there saying, well, right now I'm losing a lot of money because the market's falling, look at the big move on the market right now. We are in correction territory right now with the big move to the downside. Well, how can VectorVest protect me against this? Now, great that you asked that question. So if I know where the values are when the market is starting to look for a top, how about this? This is known as a bearish divergence. I've now moved to a 3-month graph. I want to show you something. Here's the VectorVest composite. I'm going to connect some lows here. The market's moving up. All right, let me make that a little darker so that you can see it. There's the market moving up. Here's that indicator that looks at the underlying trend of the market, or the MTI. What was it doing while the market was moving up? It was getting weaker. All right, let's go put on darker. This, my friends, is called a bearish divergence. So if you're not a VectorVest subscriber, you wouldn't see this information. You'd be like, yay, we're going long, go, 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 go. I'm going to show you a couple of other things that VectorVest could have done for you. What's this candlestick pattern known as right here? All right, between these two candles, that is known as a bearish harami. What is this single candlestick pattern known as? That is known as a hanging man. That is not a pristine hanging man, but it is a hanging man nonetheless. What happened the day after that happened? We had confirmation of the bearish candle. Folks, this would have been a great day to get out of the market by way of VectorVest, in giving you the heads up of knowing that the market's moving down, the underlying trend of the market, the market's moving up, underlying trend of the market's moving down. Folks, would that have been a good time to get out of the market? Type it in the room. For anyone in here who's letting me know that they are losing money in the market, this is the power of the VectorVest software, and why you really might want to consider taking the 99-cent trial that, again, is only active until Sunday. So let's say you got out here after the market gave you, it broke down through the trend line. We had the candlestick formation confirmed. Since then, the closing price of the VectorVest composite on that date was $51.90. Look at where we are right now at $47.93. That would have been a beautiful opportunity to get out of the market, but the warning signs were there. If you're a subscriber, again, you should not have been blindsided. Not only that, we've been talking about the coronavirus for like the last month in Trending Thursdays. All right, so keeping that in mind, I am going to go to our first story, talking about backing up what's going on in the market. So the first thing is, what 3 things move markets globally? We have interest, earnings, and inflation. Earnings is the engine that drives a stock's price higher, or in this case, a market higher. And we also want low interest and low inflation. That is the Goldilocks scenario. Rising earnings, falling interest, falling inflation. Well, interest is still falling. All right, interest rates are still low. Inflation is at the price target that it needs to be, so the Fed is not doing anything. But wait, Fed's wait-and-see posture tested by the spread of the coronavirus. Top Fed official says it's too soon to determine the full impact of the virus. So not only is it affecting the market, but it's affecting one of the 3 things that can move markets. If the market sees, or if the Fed sees that this is a potential issue, a bigger issue than what it looks like right now, they will tend to lower interest rates to spur up our economy. All right? Coronavirus and trade tensions are testing the stability of the global supply chains. While that pushed some businesses to consider loosening their ties with China, Wall Street Journal explains why leaving the factory of world is easier said than done. All right, so the coronavirus is getting to the ear of the Feds, and they're thinking about, right now it is a wait-and-see posture, but we'll see what's going on with that. Another thing about what's going on in the news, the president put on a speech last night, and letting us know the CDC says how Americans should prepare for school and workplace closures due to the coronavirus outbreak. We now know, or we feel, that it will affect the American people, and I like the idea that we are putting something in place as a way of containment, the best way that we can, so that we protect ourselves and our country. But that is out there, and that comes from the CDC. The rapid jump in cases in Iran Italy, and South Korea over the last 4 days has prompted U.S. health officials to warn Americans about the potential disruption if the COVID-19 cases start to spread. So all of this is affecting the market as a whole, and I'm going to go back into the software and go to our watch list of stocks that we're going to take a look at today. The two that we always look at for the market are the VVC. Remember, that is the indexed arithmetic average of over 8,200 stocks in one ticker symbol. And I also use one that most people use, which is the spiders. So currently, we can see that both of them are down today. All right. I can see that both of them are hold recommendations. And I'm going to look at the graphs of the both of those. View the stock graph, pull those up. There's the movement of the VectorVest composite. And again, looking at things like the price of the VectorVest moving up, look at that movement. I've also got 3 and 8 exponential moving averages on the VectorVest composite. If I zoom in a little bit, how about the 3 and 8 exponential moving average crossed to the downside the same day that we got confirmation of these two candlestick patterns? Boom. Everything was aligning, and this was a beautiful time to get out of the market prior to 1, 2, 3, 4 big down days in the market, right? Number 2, let's go look at the spiders on the same 3-month graph or 3-month graph. There we go. There it is, the S&P 500. Same kind of scenario. Looking at 3 and 8 moving averages, same thing, got you out on 221 instead of riding it down the way that it is right now. How about this candlestick pattern right here, the day after on 224? That is a candlestick pattern known as a shooting star with a big wick at the top and follow through the next day. Folks, by way of either the spiders or the VectorVest composite, you had ample opportunity to get out of the market and protect yourself against all of this major foliage in the market. All right, so those are my 2 indicators that are looking at the market. We looked at the story that talked about what the Fed is thinking about and the story that the CDC has put out. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Now, if you're new to the software or would like refresher information about the software, click on this Getting Started video right here. Thanks to all of your input, here's a YouTube video that we think would be perfect for you. Click right here. If nothing else, folks, just hit the subscribe button right here.